Good morning, Butterfield Trail Village. How's everyone today? Happy Friday. Hello, everyone in TV land. We have some announcements this morning, and we'll get to those right now. For October, I would like to remind you that tonight is the Fall Festival. It is sponsored by the Employee Appreciation Committee, and they've worked really hard to put some things together for the employees' children and grandchildren. And your grandchildren, great-grandchildren, if you want them to come, you're more than welcome to have them stop by. There'll be snacks, there'll be a movie, games, and great snacks. So we hope you can come by, even if you just want to stop in and see the employees and meet their children. It'd be a great evening to do that. So the Employee Appreciation Committee is also sponsoring a pumpkin decorating contest, and that is for residents and staff. And we'll have tables set up by the bistro, and if you would like to participate with a decorated pumpkin, you can bring it by on Monday. And then throughout the next 2 or 3 days, you, the residents, and other staff will be voting, and that's how we will select our winners. So if you're interested, you can come see me, or you can talk to Cody Crespin. So we were fresh out of murder victims for our murder mystery dinner theater scheduled on Halloween evening. So we've rescheduled this hilariously scary evening to January. Volunteers may see me after the meeting. Okay, and your November calendars will be coming out soon. We have some wonderful things going on that I hope you take time to participate in. How many of you know Tomoko Kashiwagi? She is one of our favorite pianists that visits Butterfield. She has started an organization called Chamber Music of the Ozarks. And she is coaching and rearing young people in the world of music. And we're so honored when she brings those students and you can see their progress. So she will be here on Monday the 4th at 7 p.m. and I hope you can join her, and let's give support to these young people. Tuesday the 5th of November. Let's see what's going on. Okay, so if you absolutely don't have anything to do, we have buses running continuously between 1 and 3 p.m. to the polling place to vote. Can I see a show of hands who have early voted? Oh my gosh. Okay, so I might can just let Roger off for the day. No, this is something we want to do. Some people do like to go on election day, and we'll make that available to you. Our voting place is at Trinity Christian on Rolling Hills Drive. And if you have any questions about that, you can also see me. Now, if you're voting absentee ballot, you can still vote, but the ballot application, or the ballot itself, not the application, has to be received by the circuit clerk no later than 7 o'clock on the night of election. So you can fill out an application, drive it to the courthouse, they'll give you a ballot. There's so many options. So see me if you have questions. Please vote. Okay, I want to talk about something that's very close to and dear to my heart, and that is the Butterfield Trail Village Foundation. Truman Yancey and Sylvia Yancey helped establish this wonderful organization over 35 years ago, and it has provided so many services to our community that normally would not be available through our operating budget. And I want to recognize you and thank you for your contributions throughout the years, because it has helped some of our staff further their education. It has helped keep our wonderful library going with new reads. There's just so many wonderful aspects the foundation has brought to the village. And I want to thank all those who've ever served on the board. We have some foundation members that are going off this year. And what we would like to do is have an event November 5th, which is Wednesday, to give you the opportunity to come by and meet these board members. And we will also share with you the projects that we've accomplished over the years through the foundation and some thoughts and plans for future projects. I'm sorry? Oh, yes, sorry. Wednesday the 6th. Thank you. I need somebody to keep me in check. But it'll be a very nice evening. We'll have light refreshments, and it'll give you the opportunity to meet these wonderful people. And we want to hear from you about future services. And one of those services that the foundation has helped the village with is the establishment of the Music and Performance Fund, which is also very near and dear to my heart. And Thursday, the 7th, we will host the Butterfield Trail Village stage series, our first operatic singer. Barbara Padilla, originally from Guadalajara, Mexico, is living now in Northwest Arkansas with her husband. She has the most beautiful voice, but what a lot of opera singers are doing now is they're performing the standards, but they're also incorporating, for lack of a better term, contemporary pieces with an operatic voice. So it's very entertaining. Barbara loves interacting with the audience. She is a beautiful, beautiful woman, and I think you're going to enjoy meeting her. She will be interviewed on KUAF at some point before the concert. If you tune in, you'll hear a little bit more about her personal life. But since she's in Northwest Arkansas, I think she's going to become a regular friend of Butterfield. So please join us at 6 p.m. for a small wine and cheese social in the lobby, followed by her concert. I promise you, you will not be disappointed, even if you would say, oh, I just don't like opera. You're going to love Barbara. Okay, let's see. Veterans Day, Monday the 11th. I hope you can join me once again as we honor the veterans of our nation that live at Butterfield Trail Village. We have a nice evening planned for you, and we want to lift these men and women up and remember those who are no longer with us for all their services to our nation. Let's see. Okay, so once a month we have Take 5. It's after Dave Brubeck's song, Take 5, where you just forget life, you come together with friends, maybe a little glass of wine or a little punch, and you just relax and have fun. Well, November is going to be called Take 5 Friendsgiving. Butterfield Trail Village is so amazing. You meet people, you welcome new residents, you have lifelong friends that are moving to the village. So friendships are so important. And so this will be a time, even if you're new to the village, maybe you don't have family close by, some of your friends are no longer around, that we can still come together and make new friendships and just be the family we are here at Butterfield. And so I want to thank a resident for giving me this little poem that I'm going to close with before I turn the program over to Kevin, and it's called Friendship. Friendship is a special gift that cannot be bought or sold, yet its value is far greater than a mountain made of gold. For gold is cold and lonely and cannot see nor hear, and in time of sorrow it cannot cheer. So if you ask God for a helping hand, be thankful if he sends not pearls, diamonds, gold, or silver, but the hand of a dear friend. All right. I hope you all have a wonderful Halloween and a wonderful Thanksgiving. We'll see you next. Kevin?
All right, good morning. First of all, when Ricky mentioned the foundation, and I mentioned it the other night at our meeting, that the foundation is paying for the additional, or the sound panels in the dining room. I know that's a concern for everyone, so we're very pleased. So make sure that you say thank you to a foundation member for allowing us to do that. So we're very excited about that. The digital survey, thank you so much. I think we're up to a couple of hundred or close to it. Today is the last day, so make sure you get that filled out today if you choose to. The geothermal, which is the hot topic for everyone, of course. If you've been out there hot, yes, literally, it has been a hot topic, the record heat going on. There's a huge hole out there. We do have the part. It was difficult to find the part. There was a nationwide search. They found the part, and it was driven in this morning, and they are working on it right now. So once they do that and they backfill the line, and I'm not sure how all of that works, but you should start this weekend. We will see an improvement in that. So it is being fixed, and we've added some things in the budget for next year to hopefully prevention from this happening again. So we'll talk about that in just a second. We have hired a grounds manager. So thankfully, Adam Fuller is our new grounds manager, and he will start in a couple of weeks. He has a BA in landscape architectural studies, 10-plus years experience in management of grounds, so we're excited to get him on board. So you'll be seeing him, like I said, in the next couple of weeks. So at the board meeting this week, we did discuss beer and wine, and it was a very robust discussion. And it was unanimously voted against the sale of beer and wine. So that will not be happening. The last thing, which you're probably most interested in, is the monthly service fee. So there was a 5.2% increase voted in, and that's due to insurance costs, maintenance costs, and labor costs, of course. The 5-year capital plan will be available at the front desk sometime later today. So you'll be able to see, when you see the capital plan, please keep in mind that that is a working document. And so things come and go as priority, as our priority list goes. So, all right, are there any questions? Yes, sir.
Around the building, at least until we get air conditioning
Okay.
back.
He asked if we could get the grounds crew to stop blowing leaves until we're able to close all the windows, until the geothermal is fixed and we can close the windows. We'll do that. Yes.
The therapy pool has been marked out of order for weeks, and now the sign is still there, kind of dangling down. You can't tell whether it's fixed or not. Could we get an update?
I am taking notes. We'll get an update. We'll have Patricia send out an update later today, or as soon as we find out. Because I'm not sure. Yes, ma'am. Oh, I'm sorry, Rick.
Sorry, Sherry.
On that same note, the rails around the therapy pool are awfully dirty. They need to be cleaned up.
Okay. Okay.
I have a question. For weeks, our cul-de-sac has been like living in an industrial zone. All the workers using the houses next door for a warehouse. And these people leave the lights on and they burn all night. So in Janet Baker's house, I asked them not to. Now they're in Larry's house and some whoever. Anyway, both houses had lights burning all night long. So I went over and requested that they turn them off when they leave the house in the evening. And the next morning, the light was still on in one of the houses. So I know that's a little thing, but little things add up to big things. So my asking for it to happen is not working. So maybe you could.
I will definitely address that. Yeah, you're right. The little things add up. As we were talking, we had a meeting about our budget this morning. So yes, little things do add up. So.
Kevin, back on the dust issue, I don't think our filters and the furnaces have been changed for over 6 months with all the activity now going on. We see a lot of dust on our furniture that wasn't there before. So if we get the filters changed on a regular basis, that'd be very, very helpful. Thanks.
Yes, sir. I will follow up on that.
When do you expect our individual units of air conditioning to be on? And because right now we turned them off. And are they gonna come around and turn them on? Or what's the plan?
Okay, that's a great question. We talked about that yesterday. I think the easiest thing to do, as we talked about yesterday, was do a hard stop and start. I know some people have, some people's work, some don't. I'm not sure how or why I can't even explain how it works. But not knowing, they would have to go room to room, which would take a very long time, which they could do a hard stop, which would mean you would have to reset your clocks and that sort of thing. This is probably the only inconvenience, I would think, but it may turn your computers off or something. But we're recommending doing a hard shut off and turn on for the whole unit, so they could restart them all at one time. I'm not sure. We'll send out a message when it's ready to go, and then we'll be clear about how. I don't want to explain because I'm not sure. All the workers are out there in the hole right now, so once they get done, then I'll get one of them to better explain it to me, and then we'll have Patricia send out a message today that'll be much more clear than I can explain it.
This is a little bit stupid, but I think I heard you say a poem in the morning just now, and I thought,
I'm sorry.
I thought I heard a poem. This
what?
poem.
Yes,
Poem.
I read a poem.
Oh, yes. You know, I write poetry, so I'm willing to help with that. I'm willing to help with that.
Okay,
Okay, I will. Just call me.
glad to do that. Thank you, Rebecca.
Thank you for that. Anything else? Okay, thank you very much. Have a good day.